This episode is called Creme de Menthe, written by Karen Campbell. We called it Creme de Menthe kind of whimsically because when someone is accidentally killed, the idea is to hide the body in a barrel of creme de menthe, because no one in Scotland drinks creme de menthe. They drink whiskey.
Well, there are worse places for one's eternal rest, Claire.
The operation on Barton to relieve the pressure on his head, Katrina went through a training session, and then the trephine, we looked around and we got an authentic one, period.
Yeah.
And we have had two things done for the episode. We had the actor cast, so his face and I think half his whole body, and then we had a section that she operated on. So the section of the skull with just the portion of the ear is what you would see in the episode. Yeah. And then the body that's laying there next to the hearth is a prosthetic body, too.
And we have a great medical advisor whose name is Dr. Claire,
Yep.
Who's an emergency room surgeon in Glasgow.
We do have anything filming. She usually is on standby and is there on set for any questions that we may have, or the actors may.
She just waits for what crazy thing we call her with next, and it means a lot to us to do it right.
There's a fire in Carfax Close.
Print shop.
The burning of the print shop, the practical location just off the Royal Mile was an actual museum, so we couldn't burn that. We built a facade of the entire print shop. That was rigged, and we spent 3 nights burning that practically.
How complicated is it to do something like that on the set?
For the outside stuff, we had a bunch of safety there, so we had ambulances and we had fire there, and then our special effects. After we burned the outside set, we did the burn on the interior. Now, we didn't actually burn the walls, but we set flame bars and different effects throughout and set that on fire. Sam in the interior did, I'd say, 90% of his stunts. And I think in post, you were able to selectively go, let's build some smoke here.
Yeah, because we wanted a progression over time, like you said. So, and then on camera, when you're watching the sequence, and there has to be a smooth progression of it. So yeah, sometimes we were adding smoke to scenes, other times we were not, you couldn't take out smoke, but we would use takes that had less smoke in it, so that there was a natural progression from the beginning of the fire all the way till it consumes the whole print shop.